What's going on, everybody? This is Nick with Dubia.com, and today we're gonna have a lot of fun. We're gonna go through all of our accessories today, from stacking pins even all the way to expansion kits. It's gonna be a lot of fun. Join me. Taking a little bit closer of a look at our 1-inch stacking pins. So we actually have two that we offer. We have our V1 stacking pins that are gonna be much more square and straight lined all around. Then we have our V2 that will actually have a radius that will sit much more flush in the V2 habitats. Now, the V1 block will work for both V1 and V2 habitats. The V2 block will only work with the V2 habitats because it will have that radiused corner, just like that. Very simple to install. We're going to place all 4 stacking pins in 4 corners, all the way around, just like that. Come around to the other side here and grab the habitat we want to stack. We want to bring it over stacking pins and find their home. 1, 2, 3, and 4. Just like that, we now have this beautiful space in between our habitats for great ventilation and style. Our next accessory here is our pin lock. This pin lock will be included in a lot of our builds that have this sliding glass doors up front. Now, it only works one way. That one way is this. The right door needs to be on the back track with the left door on the front track. If they were reversed, this pin lock will not fit in and work. So, in order to put in the pin lock, we're going to slide it in between the 2 pieces of glass, bring it down, tilt back towards us, drop and let go. Now, both sliding doors are secure. Awesome, our next accessory I'm excited to share with you is our door lock kit. Now, in this kit, you'll get 2 clips and 2 locks. There's a few things I wanna show you about the locks, so let's take a look. Here, we are taking a look at our cable lock. So I wanted to show you how you can change the combination. Default, it will come as 0, 0, 0. Check to make sure that it opens. Awesome, let's secure it. At the bottom, we want to find the hole down here. Using an Allen key works perfect. We want to push this in, and then you can change it to the desired combination. Change it to 5, 0, 0. I like that. Making sure it sits. Check to make sure it opens. Awesome. Secure it, then rotate the dial to make sure it stays locked. Just like that, you've changed the combination. These clips are very easy to install. So we're going to bring it on top of the handle. Line it up carefully, bring it straight down until it stops. Then, with our lock, we can then insert through the hole at the bottom. Just like that, bring it around and secure it into place. Let's do the same for the other side. Bring it all the way down until it's secure. Lock in through the hole at the bottom. Just like that, our handles and locks are installed. Great, we're now taking a closer look at our rotating lock. This lock fits all of our arboreal habitats. Now, we have our lock, 2 rubber gaskets, 4 nuts, 4 bolts, 1 Allen key, and 1 tool to help you change the combination to the lock. So, it's very easy installation. You will line the rubber gasket up to the 4 holes on the back of the lock like so. In between, both rubber gaskets will be the glass. Then, with the gaskets lined up correctly, you'll take your 4 bolts, insert them all the way through, like so, and secure with the nuts on the back. Great. Now, the lock does come with the default combination of 0, 0, 0. You can see it opens freely, no problem. To change it, we'll find the indicated hole at the bottom of the dial. With our little tool, we'll push this in and rotate to whatever number you wish. We're going to do 007, only because I like James Bond. Now, we can see that this opens freely, no problem. If we move the number, it is now locked. So, put it back to 007, no problem. We're going to take the lock and handle, flip it upside down, Go ahead and line up the holes with one of the rubber gaskets. Flip it back over. We're gonna take our bolts here and drop them into their holes, making sure they get all the way through the rubber gasket. That's 2. Number 3. And 4. All the bolts in, we'll go ahead and bring it down to the glass and drop it through the holes. Bring it down nice and flush. You can even push down, make sure it sits nice and flat. Grab the second rubber gasket, come underneath, and find the bolts and the holes. 1, 2, 3, and 4. The threads of the bolts will actually hold the rubber gasket in place for you. Now, we're going to take our nut and our Allen key here. We're going to start installing and tightening down the handle and lock. There's 1. There's 2. Now we're just making it snug for now. We'll tighten it down once all 4 bolts and nuts are secure. 3. Last but not least, 4. It's finally time to get this piece of glass into the front of the habitat. To do so, we have 2 pins that we'll be using. We have one long metal pin that has a flat top, along with a shorter pin that has a short section and a long section. Now, I want this piece of glass to open up from this side of the habitat. So we're going to install the hardware to the opposite side. So with the short section pointed down, we will drop it into the hole that is on top of the logo bar. Taking our glass, placing it on top of the longer section of the peg. There we go. And placing it up against the habitat. We can then use the lock to our advantage, lock it so it doesn't go anywhere. Taking the long pin and our rubber mallet, dropping it down through the hole and finding its home. You may need to wiggle it around a little bit. There we go. Tap it till it's nice and flush. Just like that, our door is installed. Our next accessory that we have here today are supporting bars while stacking some of our 4x2x2 reptile habitats. Now, what I have here in front of us are 2 4x2x2 habitats stacked up with our 1-inch pins here. So these supporting bars are going to go in between the upper and lower habitat, giving the upper habitat the support it needs on its base panel. So very easy to install. Put it in between the 2 habitats, push all the way back. There we go. Now we'll do the same for the second one. Perfect, and just like that, our top habitat has the support it needs for everything inside. Let's move on. One of our next accessories we're gonna take a look at is our habitat mats. Now, this mat comes in the 4x2 and the 36x18, fitting all of its respective habitats. Super easy to install. We're going to open one door, place one side at the end, and just roll it on out. There we go. Layer nice and flat in all 4 corners. Perfect. Now we have a nice clean surface for any of our substrate, accessories, and our favorite reptile pet. Now our next accessory I'm excited to share with you is our expansion kit. This expansion kit's probably... Now, what I have here are 4 expansion strips. I have one of our 4-foot by 2-foot by 2-foot habitats along with a 2-foot by 2-foot by 2-foot. Going to be like Frankenstein and create a new monster and turn them into one. Show you how to do that, just like this. Now, the first step is actually removing the two side panels from the habitats that you want to connect. Very easy to do. If you still have your rubber mallet from the build, you can actually just take it from the inside and just tap up and the screen top will come up and then you can pull the side panels out. Putting it all back together, making sure everything's nice and snug with the hammer. We're going to take the two habitats, we want to butt them up together. Now we're going to move the glass out of the way to give ourselves some room to work. Great. With the two habitats right next to each other, I wanted to give you a little bit better view as I install these. So we're going to start with one strip and we're going to start on the bottom. So they can be a little tough. You may need to use the rubber mallet that was included in your build to tap them into place. So we're going to start with the bottom one. Tap it. All the way down. Give it a look, you'll see some high spots. Go ahead and tap that down. Just like that. Now, we'll take our next strip, place it into the rear of the habitat. Go. Just take your time. Make sure it's nice and flush and smooth. The front. Go. Then last, not least, the top. Almost. There we go. Just double check everything is nice and smooth and flush. Any spots that are hot, just tap it down with the rubber mallet. There we go. And just like that, our expansion kit has taken these two habitats and turned them into one. And that's it. Just like that, you know how to use all of the accessories for the habitats. I hope you had as much fun on this journey as I did. If you have any comments, questions, or concerns regarding any of our accessories, you want to make sure to reach out to our customer service team over at dubia.com. While you're there, don't forget to pick up some of your reptiles' favorite snacks, those Dubia roaches. This is Nick. Till our next video.